This scenario shows an employee who is stressed with overload of work. She turns into upset, starts avoiding her teammates, and makes mistakes. Finally, she had an incident because of lost focus and being too stressed. This could be a violation under the occupational health guidelines. First, the importance of guidelines related to psychosocial issues stress is improve employee well-being. And second, create a safer work environment. Third, work environment more productive. And next, what is the effect of psychosocial issues, which is stress, on workplace safety? First, can reducing focus. Second, impairing decision making. And third, can increasing the risk of incidents. Based on Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, OSHA 1994, Section 15, General Duties of Employers and Self-Employed Persons to their employees. First, employers must ensure as far as is practicable that the workplace machinery and system of work are safe and do not pose health risk to employees. Second, employees must provide necessary information, instruction, training, and supervision to ensure employee safety and health during work. Third, employees must maintain safe equipment and establish safe working procedures to prevent hazards. And fourth, employees are responsible for providing adequate facilities for employees' welfare while at work. And fifth, employees must create and implement safety and health policies tailored to be organization, risk, and operations. This shows that employees have a general duty to ensure the safety, health, and welfare of employees at work, including managing psychosocial hazards like stress and substance abuse. Section 24, General Duties of Employees at Work. First, employees must take reasonable care for their own safety and health while at work. Second, employees must also consider the safety and health of others who may be affected by their own action or omission at work. And third, employees are required to follow any safety instruction, procedures, or guidelines provided by the employee to ensure workplace safety. And fourth, employees must cooperate with their employer in adhering to occupational safety and health measures and policies. And fifth, employees must use machinery, equipment, and safety devices provided by the employer appropriately and responsibly. So this shows that the employees also must take care of themselves to avoid an incident happen. So this is the control measure for the psychosocial issue stress. First, identify and assess stresses such as excessive workloads, poor communication, or lack of support. Second, promote work-life balance, such as encourage flexible work arrangement, manageable workloads, and adequate rest breaks to reduce work-related stress. Third, provide training and support. We can train employees and managers to recognize signs of stress and offer guidance on coping mechanism, provide access to counseling service or employee assistance program. Foster a positive work environment, such as create and supportive workplace culture that encourage open communication, teamwork, and mutual respect. And fifth, implement clear policies. We can develop and enforce policies on workplace bullying, harassment, and discrimination to prevent psychosocial hazard. And the last list is monitor and review. Continuously monitor workplace condition and stress levels through surveys or feedback session and revise strategies as needed. So we can prevent the psychosocial issues or stress in the workplace.
I will explain to you guys about the scenario that we have met before and relate it with the Poison Act 1852. So based on the scenario where a chemical spillage near a water dispenser contaminates drinking water, this could be a violation under the Poison Act 1952. So I will discuss about two law that has been violated under the Poison Act 1952. So first is the Section 9 about packaging, labeling and storing of poison. No person, whether licensed under this act or not, shall knowingly sell, supply, keep or have in his possession or under his control or store any poison otherwise than in accordance with the regulation made under this act and enforced relating to the possession, containers, packaging, labeling or storing of such poison. No person, whether licensed under this act or not, shall knowingly store or handle any poison in a way that violates the regulations set under this act. This includes situations where the chemicals are stored improperly near sensitive areas such as water dispenser. In the case of chemical spill near a water dispenser, this regulation would require that the chemical be safely contained, labeled and stored in a secure manner to prevent contamination of the water supply. If a spill occurs, immediate action must be taken to clean up the chemical and ensure that no harmful substance reach the water dispenser or the surrounding environment in line with the rules for safety handling and stored chemicals. Then, second, the law that have been violated under the Poison Act 1952 is the Regulation 5, Container. Provided that where any poison is stored in any dispensary, retail shop or premise used in connection therewith, it shall be stored in a cupboard or drawer under lock and key reserved solely for the storage of poison or in a part of the premise which is partitioned off or otherwise separated from the remainder of the premise and to which customers are not permitted access, and if a liquid kept in a container holding 2.5 liters or less in a container which shall be readily distinguishable by touch from all containers holding non-poisonous liquid. So the regulation made under this section would cover the protocol for safety storing chemicals, ensuring that they are kept away from areas such as water dispenser, food preparation areas or places frequented by the public. They will also cover proper procedure in case of chemical spilling, ensuring that chemicals do not contaminate the surrounding environment including drinking water sources. Next, we will continue with the health impact on the issue of the scenario that we have met. So first is the contamination of water supply. Toxic chemical. If the chemical spill contaminates the water dispenser or the water supplies, ingestion of contaminated water can lead to immediate or long-term health effects including nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, dizziness or whatever reaction depending on the chemical toxicity. And then there is also a long-term health effect, which is a chronic exposure. So if the person maybe drink from the water for every day or maybe for a long time, so there will be a long-term health effect which is because he is being chronic exposure to it. So if the spill involves a prescriptive chemical, long-term exposure can lead to more severe health effects such as organ damage, neurological disorder or cancer depending on the nature of the chemical. And then the third health impact on the issue is the skin exposure. Water contaminated with chemical. If the dispenser water becomes contaminated and people use it for washing their hands or face, they may be exposed to harmful chemical that can irritate their skin. Alright, the last slide we will talk about is the action to take. Okay, so after we know about the contamination, about the water contamination, so what's the action that we have to take? First is call emergency service. Contact the appropriate local authorities or emergency responder to manage the chemical spill. Second, evacuate the area. Ensure everyone evacuates the affected area immediately. Third, seal off the water dispenser. If possible, prevent people from accessing the water dispenser until it's determined safe to use. So that's all. Thank you.
Environment Quality Act 1974 in the scenario show an individual who is affected by chemical dumped into the lake by irresponsible parties. There are several acts that can prevent and control it from happening again. First act in Section 25, Restriction on Pollution of Inland Waters. In the acts that show, no person may release, discharge, or deposit harmful substance, pollutant, or waste into inland waters without a valid license. Second, a person is considered to pollute inland water if they dump or place water directly in water or in a location that where it can reach the water. Place waste in a way that it might fall, drain, be blown, or otherwise end up in the water. It allows waste to be placed near water through carelessness or neglection, cause the water temperature to rise or fall beyond permits limit. The penalty for the violence, fine up to 100,000 ringgit and imprisoned for up to 5 years. Daily fine for continued offensive and additional 1,000 ringgit per day, and if pollutants continue and after being told to stop. Section 29. Prohibition of discharge of waste into Malaysia waters. General rule is discharging environmentally hazardous substance, pollutant, or waste into Malaysian water is prohibited unless the person has a valid license. The discharge must also comply with the acceptable conditions specified under Section 21 in the same law. Penalty for the violation is any person who violates this prohibition commits an offence. Upon conviction, the offender may face a fine up 500,000 ringgit, imprisonment for up 5 years, or both fine and imprisonment. Section 33. Power to prohibit or control license discharge. Director General's authority, if license discharge collectively harm the environment or threaten health, safety, or wildlife, the Director General can issue a notice requiring license to reduce or stop discharging within a specific time. Penalty for non-compliance, fine up to 100,000, imprisonment up to 5 years, or both. Additional fine 1,000 per ringgit for continued violation after the notice. For the action that can be taken is affected individual should report the incident to the Department of Environment. This will trigger investigation and enforcement action against violators. Make awareness campaign to educate industry and communities on waste management responsibilities. Engage stakeholders, including local government, industries, and environmental organizations to ensure adherence to environmental standards.